So look, y'all, in this video, a girl, look, this was basically the CCTV camera catching this girl last moment. And then what police found out after this, yeah, it took the case for a twist.
This is 23-year-old Kayla Sadowski heading out for a date. Tonight, Kayla is expecting romance. What she doesn't yet realize is that her date has very different ideas. In the days that follow, police will receive tips from multiple witnesses, but as inconsistencies mount, investigators realize each one has their own motive to see Kayla dead. Detectives will find themselves struggling to separate truth from deception and witness from killer until a single video exposes the full, terrifying truth.
You're fucking done now. You threatened my kid.
They said how she begged for mercy. Then you didn't show her any.
The fellowship you have is broken up. Everyone's talking, including your wife. We smoke in an arena. We know everything.
All I heard was stop. Boom, boom, boom.
What? It's like a gang or something?
No, it wasn't a gang. Steve called it a family.
The following is based on official court records. Most of it has never been seen before.
This is True Crime Hour, everybody.
On March 2nd, 2023, a group of teenage boys exploring an abandoned building make a shocking discovery. A young woman's body brutally murdered and surrounded by candles and gang markings.
Yo, don't run out.
This is for...
My heart is beating, bro.
Tell me to I don't want... I'm not looking either. You want me to get close up for you? Hey, I'm not here. Moving.
Wait, am I moving? Hold up. Put myself down. I'm sorry.
Yes. Here, I'm gonna be. Kick that door off.
By 10 p.m., 6 officers are pulling up outside of the abandoned estate. The body has been found inside the Boysville Juvenile Delinquent Center, a long-abandoned complex that has become a popular spot for gangs and drug dealers. Spanning 40,000 square feet and with no power throughout, officers will need to stay on high alert. At this point, there's no telling who could still be inside. Inside the building, 2 teams move through heavily vandalized rooms. Somewhere in this building is a dead woman, but they have no idea when she was killed or if the suspects are still on the premises.
Man, police, you gotta do a lot of things. I ain't doing this one though, y'all. I couldn't do this one. I ain't sweeping no abandoned jail or school.
Long hallway.
Officers have located the woman's body on the floor of the disused gym. A fingerprint scanner identifies her as 23-year-old Kayla Sadowski. At first glance, her death looks like it could be the result of a drug overdose. But some small and disturbing details will soon put that into question. Officers notice candles beside her body, and she's covered in paint.
Mid-20s, early 30s. She's got the paint all over her. Just wax. They could have been here partying, burning wax on each other, doing dope, and then she overdoses or she fights off. I can just tell you there's no cameras anywhere around here. I think that's blood under her head, like she got hit or... Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's not blood.
No, it's like bronze. Almost gold.
It's all over her.
It's on her face, her arms,
On her neck.
her shirt.
A medic team will soon confirm their suspicions. Kayla had been shot twice in the back of the head at point-blank range. The execution-style nature of the killing, together with the sinister evidence at the scene, suggests to officers that this was a calculated act by a deeply disturbed individual. Though just how disturbed, they can't possibly imagine. Kayla's distraught mother, Paulette, urges officers to investigate 43-year-old Stephen Bales. Kayla met Stephen shortly after his release from a maximum security prison. What followed was a turbulent 2-year relationship marked by arrest for domestic abuse and Kayla's estrangement from her family. Paulette also provides crucial information on Kayla's final movements. On February the 15th, Kayla had told her brother she planned to spend the evening at a friend's apartment near the Rossler Street Bridge. No one in the family had seen or heard from her since. Officers now hone in on Kayla's movements the evening of February the 15th. What they will learn will confirm Paulette's worst fears. This is Kayla Sadowski in the elevator of the Rossler Street apartment building 1 hour before she would send her final message. Surveillance footage captures her crossing the parking lot and walking northbound. Soon afterwards, a black Mercury Milan appears and Kayla gets inside. It is the last time she will be seen alive. Officers now believe the driver of that vehicle is Kayla's killer, and Stephen Bales owns a black Mercury Milan. It looks like an open and shut case, but it's anything but. When officers contact Stephen for an interview, they learn he is on an extended honeymoon with his new wife, 25-year-old Narina Cherry. The couple married on Valentine's Day and left early in the morning of February the 15th. Stephen's honeymoon conveniently places him away from the scene on the night of the murder. In an attempt to verify his alibi, police make another disturbing discovery. 5 of Stephen's roommates have also left town. Only one remains, Stephen's 24-year-old daughter, Sierra Bemis. Police call her to the station for an interview. At this point, they have no reason to suspect her, but that's about to change.
So do you know Kayla Sadowski?
Yes.
Okay. Tell me about Kayla.
We used to hang out all the time. Just chat, and then we stopped hanging out because she started hanging out with a bunch of dudes, and I wasn't trying to be involved with all that.
Okay. Who was she hanging out with?
People that I didn't even know.
Like who?
She was hanging out with a person named Steve.
Steve what? Steve Bales?
Yes.
From the start, the interview has taken a bizarre turn. Police already know that for the past year, Sierra has been living with her father, Stephen, in his one-bedroom apartment, along with 21-year-old Bryn Smith, 25-year-old Narina Cherry, 33-year-old Kaylin Ramsey, 28-year-old Alex Fico, and until January, 23-year-old Kayla.
You say you live in a what?
Smith, 25-year-old, now in his one-bedroom apartment, know that for the past year, Sierra has been living with her father, Stephen, in his one-bedroom apartment, along with 21-year-old Bryn Smith, 25-year-old Narina Cherry, 33-year-old Kaylin Ramsey, 28-year-old Alex Fico, and until January, 23-year-old Kayla. 7 people crammed into a single-bedroom apartment strikes the officers as unusual, but it is far from the most disturbing.
7 people in a 1 bedroom. Is that possible? You could put. I don't even think you have a 7 people have a get together in a 1 bedroom.
Part of this living arrangement, as they will soon discover.
Why did it bother you that she hung out with Steve Bales if you were living with Steve?
Because he was like controlling
He was controlling who?
her.
Okay. What would he do to be controlling?
Always use my food stamp card and take everybody I had.
Take your money?
Yes.
And was that as a form of rent? Or another reason?
Any other reason he wanted it for.
Okay. And what about Kaylin? What was so bad about Kaylin? We're talking about Kaylin Ramsey, right?
Yes.
What was so bad about Kaylin?
She was being a day, always mad about some stupid stuff.
Like what?
Because Steve and Kayla used to talk and then her and Kayla didn't get along.
So Kaylin and Kayla didn't get along?
Yes.
Why not?
Because they were already fighting over Steve.
So were Kaylin and Steve, were they romantically involved?
Yes.
Okay. And
Is Kaylin 50? Not her.
Kayla and
yeah, Kaylin. I heard.
Romantically
Other
involved.
girl.
Yes.
And so Kaylin, you're saying, no, I don't want to put words in your mouth, was jealous of Kayla.
Yes.
Okay. And how do you know that?
Because I heard him talking about it all the time.
Heard who talk about it?
Caitlin, she was on the phone talking about it.
With whom?
I do not know.
And what specifically did she say?
That she didn't like Kayla, she wanted to fight her and all kind of stuff.
What about Narina? What was her take on Kaylin, or Kaylin's take on Narina?
She didn't really care.
Who didn't care?
Narina.
Narina didn't care about Kaylin
No.
being romantically involved. Did she care about Kayla being romantically involved?
No.
Despite her attempts to mislead police, Sierra has just given them critical information. Kayla, Kaylin Ramsey, and Narina Cherry were all romantically involved with Stephen and sharing the same bedroom. The unconventional situation had been a constant cause of conflict, with Kayla often at the center. Police records show that both Kaylin and Narina had filed multiple complaints against Kayla. It appears Stephen wasn't the only one who wanted Kayla out of the picture, and like Stephen and Narina, Kaylin has conveniently left town, leaving behind only a deeply disturbing digital footprint.
If you go after my son, I will definitely get you.
But before we get to that, cases like this remind us that dangerous people can crop up anywhere, from your dating life to your inbox. These days, online scammers are working overtime, conning, hacking, stealing identities, and even blackmailing. Beyond evil, one word, at checkout. This is Kaylin Ramsey and Stephen Bales in a voice message sent to Kayla a week before her murder. It's one of dozens of messages sent by Kaylin during the month before her death.
She'll never be the mom that I am. Yeah, she'll never be the mom that I am. I'm more of a mother to my kid than she will ever be to her. But I tell you what, baby, she brings my kid into her mouth one more time, I'm going fucking at her, and I want answers as to why you fucking threatened my son. Now tell me why you fucking threatened him. He's only fucking 5, you dumb.
Maybe.
But I tell you what, I ain't gonna lose. I got fucking custody of him too, you dumb. And who are you to threaten someone else's fucking kid?
Oh yeah, you're cooked.
You're fucking done now. You threatened my kid.
Yep.
You done really fucked up.
Kayla had responded to one with, "I'm not scared of you, Kaylin." Maybe she should have been.
Like, some people be really, if that wasn't a corny, keep it going.
A search of Stephen's car and apartment uncovers a trove of incriminating evidence. Kayla's identification card, numerous burner phones, and candles matching those found at the scene. Most haunting of all is a handwritten will for Kayla Sadowski. Police are now certain one of Stephen's roommates murdered Kayla. Officers also catch a glimpse into the bizarre world Stephen and his roommates inhabited. Scattered everywhere were jackets, clothing, phone cases, and other items, all branded with the words, "The Grim Reapers." In a notebook, police find wedding plans for Stephen and Narina, referred to as Grim and Lady Grim. This revelation, combined with a growing body of evidence, points to a crime unlike anything officers have ever seen. And unbeknownst to Bryn Smith, by the time he arrives at the police station, officers are just a few clues away from uncovering the full, terrifying truth.
So I am Detective Mike Peterson. Yes, Detective Jordan Law reports with Michigan State Police.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So we heard you had an exciting afternoon. We want to sit down and talk to you. Okay.
This is 21-year-old Bryn Smith at an Ohio police station after allegedly escaping a month-long hostage situation with Stephen Bales.
This whole time, like the whole time I talked to you on the phone, and like through all this thing, I've been trying to run away. Okay. Like I've been trying to get away from this man, but he will trap you.
Okay.
He uses you for your money. He'll take your money. He'll take your phone. He'll take your bridge cards. He'll take whatever you have.
Okay.
Today was my day. He went into the gas station, and this time didn't tell me to come in with him. Once he went in there, I ran.
Okay, and I'm glad you got away. Sounds like he's a scary guy.
Scary isn't a word for it.
Bryn has a wild story to share, but that's not the reason he's there. He tells detectives he has a recording of Kaylin Ramsey confessing to Kayla's murder. For investigators, the video could be the breakthrough they need, especially given what they have uncovered about Kaylin. Bryn tells the detective that the day after Stephen's wedding, he had been forced to drive the couple to Florida.
And so you arrived there, and what happened then?
We went to bed automatically.
Okay.
It was a 12-hour drive. Got up the next day, we went seen the beach. After that, went to the store, got towels, went back to the beach. Spent the whole day at the beach. Went back to the apartment. Next day, whole day at the beach. Literally every day was at the beach. That was their honeymoon.
Okay. And did you want to go?
No.
Why did you go?
Because I was forced.
And I'm not questioning you. I just need to understand what's going on. How were you forced?
Forced as in if I said no, I was possibly could have been hurt.
Stephen finally ordered Bryn to drive them back to Monroe, only to find the apartment boarded up.
Okay, so you arrived 2 or 3 p.m. at 3200.
Yeah.
Okay, then what happened?
Forced me and his wife to stay in the car.
Okay, and how did he force you? And again, I'm not questioning. I just need to understand.
Forced as if you would have left, you could have possibly been hurt. I didn't.
Man, I don't know. You a grown man. Ain't no grown man finna tell me to sit in no car. Especially, you not finna go to sleep around me either. He said he went to bed. Tuh.
I didn't want to take no chances.
So he forced you and his wife to stay in the car with implied threats that you might be hurt.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're still on the 11th, about 3 o'clock. He finds his apartment boarded up. Is that correct?
Yeah, I was super pissed.
And where did you find out he was super pissed?
When we walked into the apartment.
So you walked in, because I want to understand, because he said he forced you to stay in the car.
Well, we got out at the apartments.
Okay.
Because we thought we were going to go inside and unpack.
Okay.
That was the case.
Okay. And then, so when you see it boarded up, what did you do then?
I didn't do nothing except stand there. He freaked the fuck out.
Okay.
Started kicking it. You mean my fucking house?
Sure.
All types of shit. Finally went outside. I did not follow him. I was not getting close to that.
Mm-hmm.
I gave it a minute. I sat at the door. I went outside. 10 minutes later, he calmed down. I asked him to take me somewhere. And now I'm here.
Okay. And where did you run to?
I don't even know the address. It was some lady's house. They probably have it written down. It was just some old lady. I didn't know her. I just ran up to her house, started banging on the door. Can I call the cops? Can I call the cops? Can I use your phone to call the cops? She was like, yeah, sure, here. And give me her house phone. So
Okay. Do you know Kayla Sadowski?
Yes.
Okay. Tell me about her.
She's my ex-girlfriend.
Okay.
I lived with Steve for about 4 or 5 months. She was already living there when I came around. Around Christmas time, he kicked her out for a little incident that they had. You got that part?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Ever since Christmas time, I haven't heard from her, haven't seen her.
Okay.
Bryn's story is far-fetched and full of inconsistencies. He does have an ace up his sleeve, however, a videoed phone call with Kaylin Ramsey confessing to Kayla's murder.
How many? I know you did say the number I heard, right?
16?
16 people.
For my dad.
What? That's crazy.
And I haven't never been to jail for it.
So that's one. She's killed 16 people for her death.
Did you hear me?
What?
Not you. Yeah.
What? I'm in the bathroom. What was the last thing she said?
This isn't my first time going through this. That's why I'm trying to get you to fucking listen to what I'm telling you to do. You think I got away with it with 16 others?
16 other people?
Yeah. Kayla's not me first. She threatened my son.
So if it comes out to it, you tell them it wasn't us because everyone thinks it's us right now. And it's kind of messed up. Like, I think Steve's a killer, my family thinks I'm a killer.
If you've seen the comments on Facebook, I'm trying to divert it off of us. Trying to prove that we're...
Why did you do it? Her last words was trying to prove that we're innocent because they cut off. Where did you put the gun?
In the river.
How'd you get there? How'd you get her there?
Got a white van.
Where's the van? Where'd you get the van?
My friend's van. My friend took me to get her and we drove over there.
tunnel following us. It's nuts.
The video has officers intrigued, but not for the reason that Bryn hopes.
So when we have our computer guys analyze it, they're not going to show it was edited?
Go ahead.
Okay.
If you would like to.
Okay. Where were you at when you were recording that?
We were far away in Florida.
So you were in Florida. When was that reported?
In Florida.
Where, at the apartment?
Yeah.
Okay. So you say she was acting very funny. What does that mean? Like, how did you figure out she was acting funny?
Because before we left, she was even at the wedding. She was the DJ, but she was not right. Nothing was right about her that day or the day before. She was always shaking, pacing back and forth. She never used to do that. She was an always quiet person.
Explain to me how this conversation came up. Like, and you have these few clips. Was that all one conversation?
Yeah, that's a one phone call.
Just out of curiosity, why wasn't he just recording the whole time?
If he was here, I'd have you ask him because I don't know.
Okay. So you have 3 clips.
There's nothing edited out because I can tell you I was the one who was interviewing her.
That's fine.
So
but what was the, why were you talking to her in the first place?
Because I was not comfortable where I was living. If I'm going to go back, I want to make sure I'm comfortable. So I was interviewing where I'm living because I don't want to be unsafe.
You mean when the body hadn't been found yet, right?
Right.
Okay, so what prompted
that? This was days before she was been acting weird.
Okay, but what prompted that phone conversation?
Because I was uncomfortable.
Having Bryn give his version of events, police are prepared to turn the tables. The suspiciously edited video confirms what detectives already suspect.
We got some information that you actually had been dating Kayla more recently than Christmas. Is that true at all?
No.
No?
I haven't talked to her since Christmas.
Okay. Now, have you talked to her since then?
No, not since then. She was at the wedding though.
Now, and I'm just asking, would it surprise you to know that she recorded a conversation that you had with her?
No.
Okay. Are you familiar with what conversation I'm talking about?
No.
Okay. Because there's a conversation where you're talking to her and you talk about being at the scene of the Boysville.
Me?
Mm-hmm.
Can I see this?
I don't have it with me right now, but
I'd like to see that.
Okay.
So
are you denying that you had that conversation with her?
Yeah, because I was never there.
Okay.
The recording is by Bryn's aunt, and it's not the only shocking evidence to have been uncovered. Kayla's phone records show that her last phone call on the night she was murdered was to Bryn. The call followed a lengthy and romantic message exchange initiated by Bryn a week before her murder. By the evening of February 15th, Kayla was anticipating her first date with Bryn, who had arranged to pick her up at the Rosler Street Bridge at 10 p.m. To confirm it was Bryn behind the wheel of Stevens Mercury Milan, police pull CCTV footage from the nearby Circle K. The footage shows Bryn in the driver's seat. In a tragic twist, while Kayla had been waiting for him, she changed his name in her contacts to boyfriend. Her final message exchange with Bryn read, Bryn, I want you for who you are. Kayla, promise? Bryn, promise. Kayla, oh babe, forever and always, no matter whatever. The detective now confronts Bryn. So far, Bryn has been cooperative, but not anymore.
Bryn, you hanging in there?
Yeah.
Okay. Here's the deal. Bryn, there's absolutely no doubt, and I mean there's absolutely no doubt,
no matter what,
that you have not been honest with us and that you were involved in the killing of Kayla. And when I say that, I'm not here to tell you you're a bad guy. But I do want to get the human side of the story. Okay. Because there's absolutely no doubt. Because understand this. Hang on. Let me explain.
I want to say something.
No, hold up. What's that?
I want a lawyer, and I want proof.
Okay. So, understand this. You don't want to answer any more questions. That's fine.
Because I would like a lawyer, because this is bullshit.
Okay.
With Bryn in custody and a statewide manhunt underway for Stephen and Narina, detectives turn their attention to Kaylin, who has returned to Monroe for an interview.
Okay. Do you know Kayla Sadowski?
I knew of her. She was one of my friends at one point until I moved out here 3 years ago and we lost contact. Last contact I had with her was
just shortly before whatever happened to her, and it kills me. I had just talked to her about maybe the day before or maybe a few days before she had passed at the grocery store.
Okay. When was that?
Around Valentine's Day.
Tell me about her. Tell me about Kayla.
She was such a sweetheart. Oh my God. She even loved my youngest son. She was a sweetheart. She was just like me, outgoing, laid back, calm, give her shirt off her back to whoever needed it more than her.
Okay.
Her and I were a lot alike.
Okay, did you have any conflicts with her ever?
No, I've
Never
never
once?
had a conflict with her at all whatsoever.
Was there a time where, recently, where she accused you of hitting with her belt?
No, not that I'm aware of.
Okay.
It's something I would never do. I don't have a mean bone in my body.
Okay, understood.
Anyone you talk to about me will tell you I'm such a sweetheart.
Okay, I believe it. I do. And I appreciate you coming here today. I really do. Did you ever have an incident where you and other people confronted her at the Mall of Monroe?
No.
No.
Kaylin's goal from the outset may have been to lie to every question and build herself up at every opportunity. Both attempts are about to backfire. After giving Kaylin ample time to incriminate herself, detectives prepare to play the confession video. Since receiving it, they have made a stunning observation. Stephen Bales and Bryn Smith can be seen in the reflection of the phone. When Kaylin says the words, "in a white van," Stephen pumps his fists. The gesture leaves little doubt. Bryn and Stephen deliberately set her up to take the fall. For Kaylin, this could be a lifeline, if she can explain how she was drawn into a false confession.
If I told you they recorded you saying that you killed Kayla, would that surprise you?
Are you serious? Because I would never kill anybody a day in my life.
So there's 5 videos.
We'll go through them all if you want to.
Unless they're trying to pin this on me that I had nothing to do with.
Well, let's watch these, and I want to talk to you because let's just. There's no explanation.
That made me lie. That's all a lie right there.
Okay.
They made me say all that.
How did they make you say all that?
They were sitting there before they left. And then I guess before they started recording me, they were rehearsing it with me without me even knowing it.
What do you mean they were rehearsing with you?
Telling me to say all this stuff.
Mm-hmm. What did they tell you to say?
Exactly what was said in those videos.
So tell me about that whole conversation, because I guess I'm not understanding. Because if I knew someone were dead, right?
Right.
Hypothetically, and if someone were saying, "Hey, I want you to say, we're going to be talking to FaceTime. Let's rehearse this. I want you to say you shot her." Is that logical for you to say, "Okay, yeah, let's have a game"? That's not really logical, and I don't know that anyone's going to believe that. And again, this is your chance, because you can. I will not make promises, but this might be your chance to help yourself and say, "All right, look, this is what happened," because there's no doubt.
I'm being truthful and honest.
Kaylin, there's no doubt you know more. There's absolutely no doubt.
I told you everything I know. I know nothing else. I seriously don't know anything else.
There really is no logical explanation.
The only explanation I can think of is they're trying to set me up.
Kaylin's just made a fatal error. Her story makes no sense, and officers are now convinced that she is more involved in the murder than she's willing to admit.
And if you want to take the fall, you can, but that's not just, because I don't think you planned all. There's no way you planned this. You got in over your head. Kaylin.
I'm looking at my lawyer.
Let's talk. You and I.
By the time she's ready to talk again, the case was blown wide open. Alex Fecco has admitted to supplying the murder weapon. Police have a full confession from Stephen's daughter, Sierra. Backed by witness statements, burner phone records, and forensic evidence, officers pieced together the chilling truth. Kayla's death was the result of an elaborate conspiracy carried out by 6 people, individuals who just weeks earlier had been her closest friends. What follows comes from the final interrogations of Bryn and Kaylin. Their partial truths combined with evidence tell a complete, harrowing story of Kayla's murder.
I didn't know what was happening.
Okay.
That's the thing. I did not know they were killing her.
Everything was fine up until Steve started talking about killing Kayla.
When was that?
That was beginning of February.
Okay, and why was he going to kill Kayla?
He did not say. I wish I had the answer to that, but unfortunately I do not.
Did he say how he was going to do it?
He said he wanted to shoot her.
Okay, then what happened?
Did you report that to anyone, if I may?
No, I did not, and I should have.
Did anyone, Bryn, Sierra, or you say anything about when he said that he wanted to kill Kayla?
I said we shouldn't do it.
Okay. Did anyone else say anything?
No.
Kaylin doesn't realize that multiple witnesses have already named her as masterminding the plan alongside Stephen and Bryn. 6 people were assigned a role. Bryn would catfish Kayla and lure her to Boysville. Kaylin and Stephen would be waiting inside. Sierra acted as lookout. Narita monitors police scanners from the apartment. According to Alex Fico, Kayla's murder was a wedding gift from Stephen to his new bride. Bryn now admits to messaging Kayla, but he denies setting her up.
At some point you said, hey, I'm going to go pick up my friend Kayla Sadowski.
No, I said, oh, I got a text. Hold on. I'm going to go show this to Steve. I went and showed it to Steve. I said, yo, Kayla's texting me. Okay, cool. And then I go back out to the living room, keep texting her back. She says, oh, I got your chocolates, tried to FaceTime me. I didn't accept it because I was high as balls. I was smoking pot. So she's like, you didn't answer my phone calls. Like, I got your chocolates. I was like, oh, I love you. You're a really good friend. You want to hang out? Sure. Steve makes me hang out with her.
Okay. So what's the conversation when he says, okay, here's the plan. I'm getting in the back seat. We're going. What was the plan? What were you going to do with her when you got there?
I didn't know what was happening.
Okay.
That's the thing. I did not know they were killing her.
No. Not in there yet. You're getting ahead of me.
Like in the car?
Yeah, in the car. What did he tell you?
He got in the car. When we got in the car, he said, I'm going to be on the floorboard. You don't say shit about me, and I'm going to be really quiet. You're going to take her to where I told you to, which was that place.
Did he tell you to take her then, or did he not tell you what the place was until she was in the car?
He told me as we were pulling up.
Okay, so that's a good place to start. So as you guys are pulling up, he's hiding in the back seat, and he tells you you're going to take her where?
You're going to take her to that juvenile center that's over by our house.
Do you drive directly there?
Yeah.
No stopping, no eating, no drinking, no nothing?
She questions me when I pass the house.
When you pass which house?
The apartment building.
Oh.
When I passed the apartment building, once I turned on the Netto Road, she asked me where were we going, and I told her, I'm just going to get high, because I really didn't know what to say at that point.
Okay.
Because I didn't expect that question to be asked, because I don't do that shit. No. So you're like, okay, well, we're just gonna go get high right here outside this building. I'm gonna pull in right here, and this is where I'm gonna get high.
So you're gonna get high behind the building?
But the other participants tell a different story. They say Bryn dropped Stephen and Kaylin and Sierra at Boysville before picking up Kayla, undermining his claim about Stephen hiding in the car and threatening him.
Where did he go pick her up at?
Off Rossler Bridge.
Okay. So off the Rossler Bridge. And where were you guys at when he went to pick her up?
We were already at the place.
How did you get there?
Bryn dropped us off.
Okay, so Bryn dropped you, Sierra, and Steve off at what place?
I forget the name of that place.
if I said it, would you, I don't want to hear what, don't just agree with me, but was it Boysville?
I think so.
So let's go to what happened next, right? So you pull in to Boysville as directed.
Yep.
You stop, you turn on the dome light, turn everything else out. It's pretty dark except for the front of the car.
And I rolled up a joint in front of her, so she, she thinks, okay, he's actually getting high. I rolled up a joint and I sparked it. I asked her if she wanted it. She said no. Cool.
She didn't use drugs?
No. She smoked weed, but it was very rare. That's
How
why
often do you smoke?
I smoke whenever.
Okay.
So often. So she was like, no, I'm good right now. Okay, cool. So I hit it a couple times. I put it back out. I got out. She follows.
So you got out of the car?
I got out of the car.
And she followed you?
Yeah, I got out because it was getting way too smoky in there. I couldn't handle it no more.
Okay.
Because I have asthma. So I got out and I started smoking. She came next to me. I said, hold on, because my joint went out. So I'm going to go back in the car to get a lighter. Well, Steve gets out. She yells.
So where did you walk to?
Nowhere. I didn't walk nowhere. I just got
out of the car?
Just got out of the car, shut the door, and leaned up against it.
Oh, okay, okay.
And you could still see me right there.
Bryn said that Steve then pulled out a gun.
You said he put the gun up to Kayla?
He put it up to her back. But before he put it to her back, he pointed at me and said, don't you fucking leave, don't go nowhere.
Okay.
Just get in the car. So at that point, I got
in the car. Okay. So he puts the gun to her back, and then you say he takes her by the hand and leads her where?
Into the building, I'm guessing.
And then Brandon and Kayla came back. They entered the building. Steve told me to stay where I was, not to move. And then Steve, Brandon, and Kayla all went down to, I guess, the gymnasium part or wherever she was at. And that's when Steve had shot her, because I heard the shots.
Okay, so when they arrived, did Kayla see you?
No.
Did Kayla see Steve?
No, she saw Steve because she yelled out Steve's name.
Okay. And what did she say when she saw Steve?
She said to Steve, please don't.
Everything went quiet and he left. Where was Sierra at this point?
Sierra had already gone back out to the car. She left her room.
She left where?
She left the room that we were standing in.
Okay.
If it was dark, were they using anything for lights?
I think Steve had the flashlight on his phone.
Okay. So,
you and Sierra were in the same room?
She was in the room across from me.
Okay.
So what happens next?
About 10 minutes of after sitting in the dark, all I heard was stop, boom, 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 Steve, and then nothing. And then about 5 minutes later, Steve came out and got in the car. You want me to keep going?
Okay. Well, why were you there?
Steve wanted me there with him.
For what reason? What was...
I don't know why he wanted me there with him. He just wanted me with him.
Okay. I mean, what did he say your purpose was?
I guess to just be there. Mm-hmm. He didn't give me a purpose.
Okay. And then what happened? You said you all left.
Yes.
Okay. Did he say anything to you?
He said, don't say anything or I'll kill you.
Okay.
After the shooting, Stephen refused to talk about what had happened.
What do you think happened to Kaylee Sadowski inside of Boysville with those 3 gunshots?
I believe she was shot.
Okay. So you believed who killed her?
Steve.
All right, so you believe Steve killed her.
How did they force you to make those videos when they were in Florida?
It's very easy to coerce somebody and persuade them.
Okay.
I'm very easily to be manipulated.
Okay, so explain to me though. I mean, they're several thousand miles away, and how would you be coerced at that point?
They could tell me to say what they want me to say before they start recording.
You're alleging that you were forced to make those videos when they're in Florida, and then almost immediately thereafter, you're in Wakeman.
I wanted to take the chance to get out of Michigan while I had it before he got back. He told me, you're going to say that you killed Kayla because she threatened your son.
Okay.
And that you killed so many other people.
Okay.
Which I have never killed anybody a day in my life.
Okay.
So why are the videos of Kaylin saying that she shot this girl, how did those come about?
I'm gonna tell you about that. Right. So we were in the apartments, and remember how I told you I confronted Steve? Like, yo, why'd you do what you did? You know? Well, Kaylin was acting weird after I said some shit like that. After he went in the room, about an hour later, that whole day, Kaylin acted really weird. didn't seem right. So when we left for Florida, I called her on an iPhone. You've seen the videos. It was on a call. And I interrogated the shit out of her. What you got is what I got.
Okay, so you're telling me there's no editing to any of those videos?
No. I don't even know how to do that shit.
Okay, so, so she's basically confessing to a crime that you know for a fact that Steve Bales did.
Yeah.
Right?
Basically, she's taking the rap for somebody else.
So does it make sense to you that she would confess to a crime that you said you witnessed Steve Bales do?
No, only if she was threatened.
Okay, so did you witness any of that?
No. That's one of my beliefs because I was threatened by him.
All right, let's do this. You've given me some decent information.
I've threatened some people.
When is the first time on that day that you were threatened by Steve Bales?
Early in the morning.
So tell me about that.
I didn't do the dishes the day before, and he told me if you don't do the dishes, I'm gonna cut your fucking hands off. That was the first threat.
Okay.
I looked at him and I said, you're a piece of shit, you're not gonna touch shit.
Okay.
But I did the dishes, you know.
Okay. And did he threaten you with a knife or a gun or anything at that point?
Well, every one of us carried a pocket knife. Everybody that lived in the house had the same type of pocket knife.
Okay.
Which was a little weird. But everyone in the house had the same green pocket knife.
Okay.
As you see,
you have the same green pocket knife?
Yeah, as you've seen. It was
How do you guys all have green pocket knives that are the same?
Well, we also all had green bandanas.
Why? You guys like a gang or something?
No, it wasn't a gang. Steve called it a family.
Okay. So you have a family, you guys dress in green and wear headbands and carry the same kind of knives?
Apparently.
The day after the murder, Stephen, Kaylin, Bryn, and Sierra all went back to Boysville to hide Kayla's body and disguise the smell of decay with perfume and tanning lotion. Alex, meanwhile, disposed of the weapon.
Did you guys go back to the scene?
Yes, Steve had us all go back.
Okay, so who all went back?
Steve, myself, and Bryn.
And what would you do when you were there?
Steve had us cover up her body.
With what?
With a curtain or something. And then a few other pieces of scrap that was laying around.
Okay. Did anyone do anything to her body?
Greg dumped some stuff on her body.
What did he dump on her body?
Some tanning lotion and some car smell spray stuff.
Okay, why did he dump that on her?
I guess to hide the smell of the decaying body.
Both Kaylin and Bryn have described everyone's roles in the killing while omitting their own. Luckily for them, police already have the evidence to fill in the gaps.
Yeah. So who else was there?
Steve. So why is he not in jail?
Who else was there?
Steve.
Besides Steve.
And
Not
Kayla.
the only one there.
And Kayla.
And who else?
Nobody.
Yes, they were. Guarantee you they were.
Nobody there.
Yeah, they are.
Who?
That's what I'm asking you. Again, it gets back.
The only people in the car that I was in.
And I know we're getting a little. I'm not fucking with you. I'm actually working for you.
It's angering me.
I know.
Because I'm telling you, the only fucking people in the car that I was with was Kayla and Steve.
Yeah, but realize there's other people there.
Okay, and were they already in the building? If so, I didn't go into the building and I fucking told you that. So I don't know.
Okay. Would you understand?
I told you
that
I drove
we're on
here
that scale.
and I drove away.
When we're on that scale, the shooters and the main planner are the ones that I want, right?
Yeah. And I just told you
the people who are, I guess I'd call you more of a perimeter person.
Yeah,
because I can tell you what the communications say. The communications indicate you were in that building, 100%.
That's why I told you. I'll tell you the same thing I told Peter.
Does the communication, she fell for my trap? Does that make sense to you? Do you remember that communication you sent out?
No.
Yeah, this is you. It's your Facebook.
I don't.
Lured her in my trap. I can't find the channel. Maybe I can hear you, but you're not here yet. So, do you understand that luring her driving her to Boysville and walking her in the building is no different here? It doesn't put you any closer here.
No.
Because you didn't pull the trigger.
Exactly.
How do I make the prosecutor believe the whys, like you were threatened and all that stuff, which I can see in your face, I think you were threatened.
Because I was.
Right? So I get that, I buy it. How is the prosecutor going to believe that when the information about the text messages, or the messages back and forth, the communication between you and Steve, say otherwise of what story you're giving me? If this is false, they are not going to believe the other part.
I told you everything that I fucking know. What do you want me to do? Make shit up?
Yeah, we're all done talking. These are not questions, but just so you know, again, Can you hear from you? Can you hear me? Steve Bales. Dude, you got the phones? Bryn. Dude, I can't find the gym. I hear you. You're getting closer. Clear. So these are communications right at the time when Kayla gets killed. Because on your own communications, this is what was said.
But that's funny though, when I was never in there, so.
Well, it sure sounds like you were. And I think you're going to be able to...
I'm going to say it one more time. Like I told Peterson, give me a fucking polygraph test and I'll do it. Because they don't lie.
I don't need it. Yeah, I don't need a polygraph. I've been doing this longer than you've been alive. I don't need a polygraph.
Well, they don't lie.
What year were you born?
Oh
my God, you're such a kid.
So you mentioned that you were not romantically involved with Steve, right?
No, sir.
Okay, can you show you this photo here?
And we have plenty more.
Plenty more. This isn't just one.
It's from her Facebook.
To Steve. Can you explain that?
That was posted for my boyfriend.
It was posted for Steve.
That's off of Steve's Facebook account that you sent him. And there's multiple of you telling him that you love him and things like that. Multiple.
I was in fear for my life.
Well,
I really was.
Do you remember
this guy is very scary.
Do you remember the videos we showed you?
Where he forced me to say those
okay,
things?
We're going to get to that. So, do you remember calling him baby in the videos?
That slipped out. That was not meant to be said.
Okay, and I didn't slip out and call you baby, or I didn't slip out and call my wife's friend baby, so I'm not sure why that would slip out.
That's not something I would normally say to someone who's not my significant other.
Sure. I know you didn't. We're not the mastermind. But with all the evidence we have, no one's going to believe that you were just a passive person lurking in the shadows as they walked by. And if I'm being honest, just like we told you before, we have multiple indications that you and Steve were in a relationship. Okay? Multiple indications. And again, here's the problem.
I get him to leave me alone.
Here's the problem, and sir, I'm sure you see this too. You have all these lies, and they're starting to crumble on you. Okay, none of this makes sense. So, again, I don't believe you planned this. I understand. Listen, we know everything about Steve. We know everything about Bryn. We know everything about Sierra. We know everything about Rosetta and Cody. Okay, we know. Everything, and we know everything about you. There's no way that you are not involved in this. We have multiple people putting you as a shooter. Multiple people. Okay? Do I think that you devised a plan? That you devised this plan, say, I'm going to kill her? No, I don't. Do I think Steve urged you on? I do. The human side is Steve was a jerk. Okay.
There you go.
Yep, you had a relationship with him. There's no doubt you had a relationship, but he was a.
My bad, y'all. Y'all couldn't hear me this whole time. Oh my Lord. Hey, y'all know she like 25 years old, right? Yeah, she like, this is what, and they was 7 deep in a 1-bedroom apartment. It was 7 of them in a 1-bedroom. Yeah. How do they even work? How can 7 people? I didn't even know a 1-bedroom can have a small get together with 7 people in it. So how y'all managed to live there? Yeah, and Hey, y'all, she looked like she 51. She was born in probably '01, probably early 2000, like '01, because the other dude, Brand, he was born in like '02, '03. Yeah, all these. Look, I can agree that he probably did some of what they saying, and he was like, but y'all had every opportunity to get away at any time, and y'all played a part in this. Y'all had nothing better to do in life. Y'all are 7 deep in a 1-bedroom apartment. Everybody know what everybody was doing. I'm gonna tell you that now.
He manipulated people. He manipulated you. He manipulated Sierra. He manipulated everyone for their bridge cards, for their money. He manipulated Kayla when they were dating. I know all this. But the problem is, all the evidence is putting you as the shooter. People can understand, I'm telling you, people can understand that Kaylin was influenced by this. This is not her. This is not who you were. I know that. I know it's not who you are.
No, it's
I know.
not.
I know it's not. That night, that moment was not who Kaylin Ramsey is. Kaylin Ramsey is a sweetheart, okay? Steve's a jerk, and I understand that he wanted her dead. You probably didn't really want her dead. Now, here's the thing. You may have not gotten along with her.
I mean, we had our moments where we fought.
Yes.
But I never wanted anything to happen to her.
Of course you didn't.
She was like my own daughter.
And here's the thing. That's what I like hearing too, because I know you didn't want anything to happen to her, which tells me that you didn't want to do that night. But the fact is, Kaylin, you did it that night.
Okay. I'm a little offended by the allegation, but I want to talk with my client further before we answer another question.
Okay.
Kaylin is arrested and taken to the county jail. She'll use the time in the patrol car to make it clear that the only victim here is her.
I had nothing to do with her murder. That's the thing, I had nothing to do with it.
I think you were probably given the opportunity to be honest.
I was being honest the whole entire time, but Detective Peterson decided to sit there and badger me the whole time too. And I'm a good person. I tried to help Kayla.
They had Stephen Hawkins in his wheelchair just analyzing you that whole time. Like the bald head dude off the X-Men. He knew everything you did already. He was just reading your mind.
I was her advocate for years.
Well, that's not what everyone else is saying. They're putting it on you. They said how she begged for mercy, and you didn't show her any.
And here I sit, traumatized from all this. But nobody cares.
You're not willing to be honest and give
I am being honest. I have been being honest this whole time, but no one wants to listen.
You have not.
On April the 14th, officers locate Steve and Narina hiding in a woman's bedroom in North Carolina. After a 4-hour standoff involving negotiations and tear gas, they were both detained and taken into separate interrogation rooms. After 5 weeks of exhaustive police work, Stephen Bales is finally in custody. By the time he is interviewed, Narina has given a full confession. Stephen, however, remains unshaken. He's confident in the loyalty of his Reapers and his ability to outmaneuver the detectives. What follows is a sickening display of self-promotion and scapegoating.
So, you know Kayla Sadowski?
That's my ex-girlfriend. Me and her have had the past for years. And
Tell me about her.
I mean, I miss that girl, but she's a handful. She's like, me and her, we always argued all the time.
About what?
Just anything. Like, she'd get jealous if I'm talking to somebody. Like, if I'm talking to a cousin that's a female, she would think I'm cheating on her. And then she would threaten me, like she was gonna kill me. She pulled a gun out on me and Brian about a few months ago. But then we found out it was fake. She said it was fake.
By Brian, you mean Bryn?
Yeah, Brian.
Bryn Smith.
She was always my queen bee. She was always, and all the girls friends that I had, they already knew that that was my queen bee.
So you really loved her?
Yeah, I really did. And I still do. And Narina even knows that. And she would always get mad and jealous about it, but I mean, she was homeless. She had really nowhere to go. So when I was with my wife, she was with us. And seeing every girl I had with, I'd always make room for her where she could sleep. I made a little bed thing for her on the side of our bed. Or she would sleep out in the living room sometimes. But I did everything for her. Everything I could do for her, I did everything for her.
So you didn't blame her for putting you in prison?
No, because the lawyer, after they dropped the charges, said, we can put her under the prison now, right? I said, no, I'm a bitter person.
Sure.
These were my exact words. I want this shit to be dead. I want it gone.
And you loved her?
And I loved her.
Okay.
And I would.
Well, let me ask you this. Do you know why we want to talk to you today?
Yeah.
Well,
because of what Caitlin did to her.
Okay. So I'm going to ask you straight up. Were you involved in the planning and execution of her murder?
No, I was not.
Okay. Any reason why you are at Cheyenne's place yesterday, the police show up, why are you hiding in there?
We were in our bedroom.
Right, why are you hiding?
Because I woke up to a bunch of sirens and announcements, and I was freaking out, and I told my wife, I said, what do you want to do? You want to just wait this out?
Well, what were you waiting out? Because you're not involved in the homicide, you said. I don't understand where you waiting.
The police were saying 4938, come out. Stephen Bales and Marina Bales, come out now.
Right.
And I'm sitting there freaking out like, wait, what is this bullshit?
So, and again, I just wanted to, because you called your mom and whispered about the police are here.
Yeah.
Why you're hiding in a bedroom. The police say, hey, come on out.
Detective Kevin called me. The negotiator called me. Called me, and I'm saying, like, okay, it's another hack. On my phone back up.
Right.
Then they called my wife. So, okay, this shit's real then.
Yeah.
So my wife's like, what do I do? I said, what do you want to do? You want to just give up, or do you just want to wait this shit out? She's like, she just kept telling me, wait it out, wait it out, wait it out. So when they hit us with the tear gas, we waited out. I remember how to get through this shit, because when I was in prison with wet towel, my first instinct was to my wife is put this wet towel on her face. I'll just use it.
You're protecting her.
Yes, because she's pregnant.
Right.
And so I put sweatpants over my face, and we get up out of the bathroom and go into the bedroom. So we're in the bedroom, and my wife, she's all freaking out. I said, baby, you come down, can't stress. Can't lose another kid. And so we're talking to Kevin. He's like, look, we just want you guys to come out. That's when I told him, I said, well, give me 5 minutes, I'll come out. If you can't give me 5 minutes, then you guys are gonna have to do what you gotta do, kill me.
Okay.
Because I was at that time, like, I didn't care. I did not want to go back to prison, innocent again.
Sure.
And have the same girl put me back in prison for the same shit,
Sure.
And
So.
I said, I said, you know what? Let me call Mama, because I do everything what my mom tells me. She's like my best friend. She's always been there for me.
Sure.
My wife, she just kept telling me, just wait it out, wait it out. But I said, oh, I gotta call my mom. That's when I called my mother. I hung up on Kevin because he would not stop. Yeah. I said, okay, look, it's 2:18. Give me 5 minutes. At 2:33, we'll be coming out. And you want to keep talking. I said, look, if you don't give me 5 minutes, don't worry about it. And I hung up, click. So he stopped calling me. Call my mom. I said, Mom, the police are here. I don't know what's going on. I hear a lot of chaos. At first, I didn't know if it was bullshit, because they've been harassing us on Facebook and everything. But this is real, Mama. I don't know what to do. And she's like, please don't fight them. They're gonna kill you. Please don't fight them. I said, all right, Mom, I won't. Then Maria snatched the phone out of my hand, and that's when she got her phone with Mom, and my mom was crying and yelling and screaming, please don't let him fight him. Please don't let him fight him.
Okay. You're going through a lot right now.
Yeah, because they won't let me call my wife.
You're going through a lot. You've gone through a lot this whole past couple months. So, here's the deal, okay? Now, and I'm going to be straight with you, okay? So, remember when we started talking, right?
Yeah.
I told you I know everything about you, Steve. I know everything about. I know more about your wife and your Bryn and yourself probably than you do. So, and I'm going to ask you straight up: is there any reason, or I should say, would it surprise you to know that we have a Facebook conversation between you and Bryn at Boysville that night?
No, you don't.
I guarantee we do.
Well, this is where I need my lawyer then.
Okay. Sounds good.
Because I know that's not a lie.
Oh, it's a guarantee. You'll see it. It's not a lie. The only thing that's been a lie is what you've been telling me since we sat down. Understand, we've talked to.
So everything I just said was a lie?
Yes.
Okay. I need a lawyer then.
Okay. That's fine.
And I just told you everything by play of what happened.
Okay. Just know this. The fellowship you have is broken up. Everyone's talking, including your wife. We've spoken in Arena. We know everything. And I mean everything. So it's up to you if you want to talk. You said you want to talk to your lawyer. I'll let you have your lawyer, but this will not help you. Wish you the best, man. Lying never helps. We're all done. Oh, Steve, please. Please. Don't worry. Good?
Like Kaylin and Bryn, Stephen is going down with his lies intact, which leaves just one burning question. Who shot Kayla? Alex will tell police that Kaylin admitted to him that she shot Kayla, a conversation overheard by Narina. Bryn will stick with his story that it was Stephen. Without a confession from either Kaylin or Stephen, it is likely we will never know. With the investigation finally at an end, Kayla's family will finally receive the justice they deserve. All 6 suspects other than Stephen Bales make plea deals with the Monroe County prosecutors. Kaylin Ramsey and Bryn Smith are sentenced to 40 years in prison. Narina Bales, 13 years. Sienna Bemis, 18 years. And Alex Fico, 5. It takes a jury just 90 minutes to convict Stephen Bales of first-degree murder. He is sentenced to life in prison with no chance of parole. We would like to offer our sincere condolences to the victim's family.
My bad, y'all. I actually did good. I tried not to talk too much, but this was just a bunch of young people that just was misguided. He probably head of the household. He was the one in the master bedroom. He talking to all the females. He probably, I don't trust people like him. They had like this little gang going on and doing all this little weird stuff. So they was really like a gang. They weren't just normal people. They were like a gang. But it's just mind blowing to see how people had your back and they just start turning on each other. And they was living 7 deep in a 1 bedroom. If you can live 7 deep in a 1 bedroom, you should have the strongest bond out of anything. So for all y'all criminals, this just goes to show crime don't pay. It ain't gonna get you nowhere. And not only that, what was the purpose of this? For what? Because you didn't want to see her live a better life? Like, I don't understand. Like, I really don't. I really don't. Like, y'all did all this. You put 6 people in on the plan and you thought it was finna just be okay? You thought everybody was just finna be your little buddies? Y'all can't even get enough money to not be 7 deep in a 1 bedroom. Well, 6 deep after she left. It was 6 of y'all in one. It was 7 at one point. But how does that even work? What if I gotta use the bathroom? Like, if all y'all eat some Taco Bell or some White Castles right now, how y'all gonna use the bathroom? Who gotta go outside? Who gotta drive a mile away to the nearest gas station or store? Like, that's not ethical. Like, I tell people this all the time. If you are in environments where people are grown and they living like 5, 7 people living in a 1 bedroom, and it ain't adding up, and everybody not going to work every day and being productive members of society and trying to do better. If they're not partying, having fun, well, it ain't no fun to be had. It's 70 y'all. We 7 deep in here in a 1 bedroom. What? How will we have fun? We don't need to have fun. We need to take this fun money and put on some rent money so we get a bigger place. Like it couldn't have cost that much more to get a few extra more rooms. At least 7 people, you can get at least 3 bedrooms. You know? Cause it looked like he had at least 2 or 3 people in one room with him. So that's about 4 one room. Then this, I don't know, man. I don't know how they had it going, but I don't all align. Like she expected somebody like that look like this, that smoke weed all day, that lives in a 1 bedroom apartment with 6 other people to be able to edit a video. All right. What skills do you think he had? Like, can we go back to the beginning, y'all, so I can really get y'all like nah, this not that far. We need to go. I need to see that house. I need to see the beginning of that house. Threw me off. Said yes, 7 people are living in a 1 bedroom. Like how is 7 y'all even in here? See, looking on that one, bro. Where was that part at? Oh no, I'm finding it. I'm finding it. And they supposedly in some type of game. Okay. YouTube, y'all made this hard. It ain't no way I can't find this. So look, this they game.
In a notebook, police find wedding plans for Stephen and Narina, referred to as Grimm and Lady Grimm. This revelation, combined with a growing body of evidence, points to a crime unlike anything officers have ever seen. And unbeknownst to Bryn Smith, by the time he arrives at the police station, officers are just a few clues away from uncovering the full, terrifying truth.
Yeah, man. It was real terrifying, especially when I find out exactly how many people. Why, like, in this video, it like, it's crazy. I mean, yeah, let me go. Is this
Seen
it?
on the night of the murder. In an attempt to verify his alibi, police make another disturbing discovery. 5 of Stephen's roommates have also left town. Only one remains, Stephen's 24-year-old daughter, Sierra Bemis. Police call her to the station for an interview.
Yeah,
At this point, they have no reason to suspect her, but that's about to change.
Like, when he said 5 of Steven roommates, I'm like, 5 roommates? Hold on.
So do you know Kayla Sadowski?
Yes.
Okay. Tell me about Kayla.
We used to hang out all the time, just chat, and then we stopped hanging out because she started hanging out with a bunch of dudes, and I wasn't trying to be involved with all that.
Okay. Who is she?
Yes.
From the start, the interview has taken a bizarre turn. Police already know that for the past year, Sierra has been living with her father, Stephen, in his 1-bedroom apartment, along with 21-year-old Bryn Smith, 25-year-old Narina Cherry, 33-year-old Kaylin Ramsey, 28-year-old Alex Fico, and until January, 23-year-old Kayla. 7 people crammed into a single-bedroom apartment strikes the officers as unusual, but it is far from the most disturbing part of this living arrangement, as they will soon discover.
Why did it bother you?
Until January, 23-year-old Kayla. 7 people crammed into a single-bedroom apartment strikes the officers as unusual,
Oh, I don't know why this keep happening. But look, y'all. I don't know if y'all know this, but it is 7 of them in his house. Or y'all.
7 people crammed into a single bedroom apartment strikes the officers as unusual, but it is.
If they all pick up 2 pieces of trash, the whole living room will be clean instantly. I'm telling y'all that. It's 7 people that was living in his house, y'all, in a 1 bedroom. I'm gonna do it again. I don't care. I'm doing it again.
25-year-old Narina Cherry,
I'm doing it again.
33-year-old Kaylin Ramsey, 28-year-old Alex Fico, and until January, 23-year-old Kayla. 7 people crammed into a single bedroom apartment strikes the officers as unusual, but it is far from the most.
It ain't even no king size bed in there. Yeah, man. Hey, man. Hey, if you know somebody and they living in this situation and they a good person, tell them get out of it. But they will be the target. Tell them get away from them people. Nobody in there. It ain't no way you are living in a house. Y'all 7 deep. The house will look like this. Come on, man. No AC. How y'all? It's 7 of y'all. How you ain't got no AC? Hit that like and subscribe button. No, I don't care. I told y'all. As soon as I seen that, everything went out the window. Y'all did that. Y'all sat around, smoked, did drugs, drunk. Ooh, have a good time. And this house look like this. This house look like this. All right. I would never be around y'all. I can smell it on you. I can smell people like them in public. I don't like that. And it ain't no way if it's 70 y'all taking proper showers in there. Don't care what nobody say. I know it smells and smusk and musk and rust everywhere. Yeah, hit that like and subscribe. But yeah, I'm finna calm my nerves with a little chill video.